Jasiri X, live on your1spot.com. Tune in for the realness, you know what I'm saying? One hood.
Alright, here on your1spot.com, Garage 512 and Mr. Muhammad. Right here with Jasiri X, you know what I'm saying? Very prominent underground rapper out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna give you a little rundown of his history, where you can find him online, some of the projects, and basically what you stand for. So,
man,
get people what it is.
Jasiri X, Pittsburgh Steel City. I mean, I broke into the game with a song called Free the G to 6. That was played all over the country. It really showed me that, it's a market for hip hop with music and a message. Then after that, I did a joint, Enough's Enough, dealing with the Sean Bell situation. I ended up doing a segment on BET's Rap City. And basically what I did was I started a show online called This Week with Jasiri X. Rap the news every week during the campaign. Got real crazy. Then, I'm here with Architect Paradise from X-Clan. We decided to expand it, do songs about issues, and did a song called Wolf the Tea Party Was Black. Video went viral. About 2 million YouTube views later, we here, signed a record deal with a company called Waterworks Entertainment, based out of Vancouver. So I got an album that I just dropped at the top of the year called The Whole World Is Watching. That's you can go on jasirix.bandcamp.com, download that for free. JASIRIX.bandcamp.com, download it for free. Did a song called Occupy We the 99. That's gonna be on Occupy the album. It's coming out distributed through Sony. And then around April, my album, label debut Ascension, Wandering Works is coming out. And then later on in the year, I'm gonna drop another album, more than likely for free. Can't reveal the title right now, but
this is in 2012?
It's 2012, you know what I'm saying? And then just touring, man, going all over the country, man. So, like I said, it's been a blessing to have, the architect of X-Clan Paradise in Pittsburgh, man. He's just been, my mentor, brother, video director, you know what I'm saying? Get it done. He's the get it done man, you know what I'm saying? And just connected to everybody, man. So, yes, and then now we're at South by Southwest, so at the end of the year. 2012 has been kind of dope, you know what I'm saying? So, man, it's good to meet you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Collabs with Mirage coming, you know what I mean?
Indeed,
So just be on the lookout for it.
We're going to be getting that together.
Be on the lookout, yeah.
So, Paradise, as an elder, you know what I'm saying, what made you get with this young brother, Jasiri, and what about his message really wanted to make you get with him and help him and say, I'm going to ride with this guy?
Well, first thing is that I worked with Jasiri for 3 years as a community activist in the streets before we ever did any music.
Right.
So already knew where his heart was. There was no question about his commitment to freedom, justice, and equality.
Right.
His love for people.
Yeah.
It wasn't until the Gina 6 situation that I even really, he had told me that he rapped before, but he had never rapped for me. But once he got kick-started, he never looked back. And, only a fool wouldn't recognize the obvious talent that he had for lyrical skills.
That's real.
And he was able to really passionately discuss real life situations in a way that wasn't corny and stiff.
And preaching.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't talking down at people. He had an open conversation, and his lyrics invite you into his world.
Right.
And he's able to take the world around him and put it in familiar terms so that people can relate to him. So it was a no-brainer to work with my man.
That's good. Wow. Tell me, as we finish up, tell me a little bit about what made you decide to go in the direction of being a conscious hip-hop artist. I mean, like back in the day when X-Clan and you had, Public Enemy in Paris and some of those guys, and it was really the thing to do. Everybody was kind of conscious. Now it's not really that. You know what I mean? Like, there's probably about 4 or 5 popular, you know, like conscious rappers that somebody that could name. But what made you go in that direction?
Well, I mean, you know, I'm a follower of Minister Farrakhan. You know what I'm saying? And Minister Farrakhan was somebody that, you know, taught me to use the talents and gifts that God gave you to uplift the community. Another strong mentor in my career has been Harry Belafonte, who, as an actor, as a musician, always used his talents and gifts to help our community. So with mentors like this, with really father figures in my life like that, I couldn't do anything else. And then my name is Jasiri. My mother named me. That's my given name. That's not a rap name.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like Jasiri X, that's real. Like my X is real. You know what I mean? That's not a rap X. That's a real X.
Did your family have a history in the nation?
No, but my mom was a community person. That's why she named me Jasiri Rande. And Jasiri means
something?
Yeah, Swahili. Jasiri means brave warrior. So I'm doing with my name. So even when I went out there, which I did, you know what I'm saying, and was doing foolish stuff, my name will always bring me back because it's Swahili and what it means. And so also too, man, I would tell people like this: being a conscious artist, it's really like being in the express lane on the highway. Like the hustler, get money, drug dealer, that lane is it's a traffic jam.
Yeah.
It's 1,000,001 rappers that rap like that. So I think I was able to get internationally recognized faster because it was only a few. Immortal Technique, you can only name like a few cats that's really as political and conscious as I am. So that lane is wide open, man. And so I would encourage people, man, if that's really what you feel in your heart, do that. And then lastly, like Paradise said, we started an organization called One Hood before we really start rapping. And so
is there something online? Does One Hood? Do y'all have a website for that or something?
Yeah, actually, you can go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/1Hood Media, and see some of the stuff we do in Pittsburgh and all around the country. So what I rapped about came from my experience really seeing the conditions of our community deteriorating, our young people being killed, and us trying to really save that situation. A lot of people don't know, X-Clan, the rap group, came out of the movement that Paradise helped to found with Professor X called the Black Watch Movement.
Right.
So it was that movement that they was doing on the streets, out of that came the group. In the same way, the movement that we created, One Hood, on the streets of Pittsburgh, which really led to a lot of the unity in the hip-hop community that produced the Wiz and Mac Miller. Out of that came music, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's why it's realer, and that's why to me it's a more sincere expression.
Right.
Because I'm not just rapping conscious because it's the end thing.
Yeah. I see. I was gonna ask you to clear that up because it's like you seem to do it from a very genuine place.
Oh man.
And the fact that you say like you've been on the expressway as far as getting out there, that's kind of the icing on the cake.
That's the icing on the cake. I care, like, I mean, come on, man, like, we facing economic times harder than we've ever, like, we still talking about popping champagne, making it rain. Or, come on, man, people are living worse now than ever in our community, man. The game plan is over, man. All them lies is over, man. It's 2012. The world is changing.
Yeah.
A global revolution. And so if you ain't talking about nothing, man, your time's up. I mean, it's our time.
Yeah. Do you and one more thing, man, like as an artist to artist, I find myself wanting to express just the reality. Like one day you might hear, like you remember I tweeted you that song for the people. That's how I felt that day.
Right.
And you might hear me do another song that's not quite, in that lane.
Yeah.
But it's what I did, and I didn't do it in a disrespectful. But do you ever have those urges to maybe do something that you like, man, like I might get some looks about this, man. You know what I'm saying? Or do you just keep it strictly on the?
No, I mean I'm an artist, man. Like my album Ascension is different than what people expect from me, which is all straight politics. That's why I dropped The Whole World Is Watching. So if you want straight politics, you can do that. Ascension, I explored creatively as an artist. I'm a human being, I'm a man. I laugh, I cry, I get mad, I want to punch somebody in the face. I mean, that's just our whole experience. So as an artist, I think you can do that, but just like you said, as long as it's not like I'm trying to force, like, oh, electronic music is hot.
Yeah.
Let me get an electronic beat.
Let me do a remix
I'm gonna do the Black Panther dance, throw your fist up, like, and then people see that that's not real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But some of the stuff, my single 24 2021 forever, it's very different. But I think when people hear it, they're gonna feel the realness and sincerity because all of it came from a very real place in my heart. But it's gonna sound different.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So shout out to Waterworks Entertainment. Shout out to my producer Religion as well, man, who's an incredible dude. But yeah, do what's in your heart, man. And if you really are about that, people will feel it. People feel sincerity, and people know when you fake it, and they know when you try to use a formula.
Yeah. Okay, so last but not least, you know what I'm saying? Just sum up where people can find you online. Just give it to them real basic, you know what I'm saying? My man's gonna be flashing on the screen.
As basic as it can. JasiriX.com. JAS as a Sam, IRIX.com, and then Jasiri_X on Twitter. Holla at me, man.
Yeah, he will get back to you. YourOneSpot.com, Jasiri X, in the Architect Paradise, X Clan. That's what it is.